Alright, England fans, alright, YouTube. God, I'm pissed off. There's so many reasons to why I'm pissed off. Probably the first thing will be all those fucking statuses that people keep doing about how shit England are. Let me get this straight. The first thing, if you think we're so shit, then that's fine. You're entitled to your own opinion. I'm completely game with that. When we win on Wednesday, when we qualify for the knockout stages, and we have a tasty tie, could be Germany, could be Ghana, could be Serbia, and we're all looking up forward to it, don't you dare start saying, oh, come on England, because apparently England is shit, and you don't like them. So don't hate on us now and then want to back us, because everyone does that. Don't do that. You either back England from the start or you don't. End of. Yeah, sorry about the start, but I need to get that sorted. And sorry about the swearing. I don't like to swear a lot, but I needed to swear then, let our anger out. Second thing I need to talk about was why England performed so... Oh, well, I probably should say the result. I haven't done a video for ages. I've not really been in the mood to talk about it, if I'm being deadfully honest. It's just been... The World Cup's been, in my opinion, the World Cup's been brilliant. I've really enjoyed it. Everyone's saying it's boring, but then again, that's just people who don't know anything about football, who don't understand that when you go to a World Cup, you don't qualify your arse off to get there just to go like, oh, alright, let's try and win the first game. The first game doesn't even really need to be won. It's a good start. It relieves a bit of pressure. It doesn't need to be won. It's not the most important game. A draw in the first game is fine. We drew against the USA, obviously. So yeah, a draw is not a bad result in the first game. Right, so this is why England are underperforming. Do you know the amount of pressure you can put on someone? People say players respond to pressure. They should respond to pressure. They are professional footballers. It doesn't matter who you are. You're a human being. Players will absolutely brick it under pressure. They know that if they don't win, the amount of slating they're going to get in the press, oh, you overpaid wankers, blah, blah, blah. There's another swear word. The pressure we put on them is unbelievable. Like my mate was saying, England expects. Well, maybe we shouldn't expect so much. We're ranked 8th in the world. I completely understand that we expect to come out of the group stages, obviously. Alright? It's the fact. I think that's a completely unfair expectation from England. It's expectation that we go out every game and we expect to win 3-4-0, smash them up, win the game, no chances against us, Wayne Rooney scores a hat-trick, everything's brilliant. It doesn't happen like that. Have you not been watching the World Cup? It doesn't happen like that, especially this World Cup's not been happening like that. So, I think, what's the other thing I need to talk about? Algeria. They're not a bad team. We should be winning, yeah, fine. They're not a draw, we're still unbeaten. They're not a bad team. How did Algeria get to the World Cup? I'll ask anyone. A lot of people don't even know. I'll tell you how they got to the World Cup. They won the playoff against their arch rivals, Egypt. Who are Egypt? They're the African, champions. They won the African Cup of Nations. So basically we're playing a team who beat the African champions. So surely we're playing a team which is as good as the best African teams in the tournament. No one had a go at Portugal when they drew with Ivory Coast. Just because Ivory Coast have players that we recognise, Drogba and all that lot. Just because Algeria don't. They have players like Belhadj and that, but a lot of players don't even know who they are. It wasn't a good result, fine. I don't think the result annoyed me. It did a bit. I did expect us to win. It's the way we played. We didn't create chances. Gerrard, as much as I bigged him up after the first game, he was fantastic in the first game. Second game yesterday, he was trying, but it wasn't happening. Wayne Rooney, obviously his comments after the game to the thing. I'll get onto that quickly in a minute. I've got to be quick. Wayne Rooney was he was understandably angry afterwards. But Rooney, I mean, where have you been this World Cup? It's like he's not even playing. I'm not going to get on the Wayne. I've got a Wayne Rooney shirt. I'm not going to hate Wayne Rooney, but he needs to start shining because without Wayne Rooney being our shining star, we might just burn out, which will be a bad thing. The other thing I was going to say about the England fans, I've got enough love for the England fans. First time in the tournament I've ever heard ever heard fans over the vuvuzelas, and it was the England fans. Like you could hear them singing the England chants, which is quite the problem with the vuvuzelas. You can't hear the fans, you can't hear the teammates when you're talking. But I heard the England fans yesterday, like we all did, and that just says to England fans that travel the whole way out there that it's still loud enough, even with a performance like that, to be loud. So fair play. Yeah, don't be throwing away your St George's. Don't be getting annoyed yet, because Wednesday is going to be the biggest day of our England lives. Well, not the biggest. Well, for me it might be. I wasn't alive in 1990 in the semi. But we have to beat Slovenia 2-0 to top the group, considering what people were saying, why do we have to beat them 2-0? Bloody hell, gust of wind. The reason why we have to beat them 2-0 is because USA have scored in the tournament 3 goals. Okay, we've scored 1. We've got the same goal difference as them, but then it goes down to goals scored. They've scored 2 more goals than us. If we can score 2 and they draw 0-0, then we'll win the group. Obviously, better Slovenia, but I think USA will win. I can probably see us. I think we're gonna come. I think we're gonna come second, unfortunately. Which will be, do you know what? It's not important as long as we qualify. And second would mean that we could potentially have a tie with the Germans. Yes, I know. Next Saturday, 7:30, potentially the Germans would be brilliant. But the Germans aren't exactly through yet, are they? They lost to Serbia yesterday, and the fact is, Germany have to beat Ghana on their final game. Granted, if Ghana beat Australia today, which I'm sure they will, Germany have to beat Ghana to qualify. If Serbia beat Australia, which I'm granted they will. So that's Germany. They have to win. If they draw, they won't qualify. So no, don't be saying that England's so bad when Germany, Spain lost their first game. We're still unbeaten. Italy were lackluster. They drew against Paraguay. Stop everyone hating on England. It's not been brilliant, but for God's sake, you can't give up now. And if you have, which I've seen many people give up now, don't be backing us when we do well, because I'm sure you will, and it ain't on. That's pretty much all I wanted to say. Apart from the other World Cup games, there's been some brilliant shocks. Switzerland against Spain, what a game to watch. Not sorry for the Spanish, but sometimes teams just win, the underdogs. Other good games that I've watched so many. I think it's been a really good World Cup. Goals might be down, chances might be down, but players tactically, you know what I mean? It's just the whole game's just a bit more exciting to watch. Goals mean more now, I think. There's less goals, so when a goal is scored, the emphasis on it is bigger. So I'm liking the World Cup this year. It's been good. Apart from the whole England wobbling, we have had a big wobble. But I tell you, promise you now, we don't go through on Wednesday. I don't know, man. I'll do anything. I'll buy everyone that I see on Wednesday night. Or well, I'm not going out on Wednesday night. I didn't qualify, right? Well, yeah, when we're out on Wednesday, when England are playing, when it gets to full time, if England haven't qualified, everyone that I see, I'll buy you a pint, and I swear on my whole life I'll buy you a pint. If you've watched the video, obviously, you can't just say, "Oh, someone told me about the bet." No, if you've watched the video, I'll buy you a pint. End of. We will qualify. Calm down. Stop hating on England. The pressure we put on them is way too much. They're brilliant players. They're ranked 8th in the world. We're a fantastic side. Capella's a good manager. Just let it happen, alright? You rush things and you never get it. You can't rush perfection, and we're a long way from perfection. I'll give you that, granted. But who says we can't be perfect, eh? France were on the verge of going out. They have a World Cup and they got to the final and lost on penalties. I would happily take the final and lose on penalties. That's all I wanted to say. Quick video. I'll do another one soonish before the game because I need to proper talk about some of the results going up because it's getting into that stage now. But yeah, peace out. One more thing. 4-4-2 Capello. It's got to go. Scrap it. Heskey out. Bring in Defoe. If not, we'll stick with a 4-5-1. This is my shout. 4-5-1. Rooney, Gerrard just behind him, Lampard there, Barry there, Joe Cole, Aaron Lennon, Ashley Cole, Glenn Johnson, Michael Dawson, because Carragher suspended, John Terry, and